So, video games are supposed to be fun, and a lot of people lose sight of this. They start claiming things like what the video games make you smarter, and they improve your hand-eye coordination. And I guess they kind of do, but it's really like hand-thumb coordination. It's you're not going to get like better at something. It's not a transferable skill to the rest of the world. You could throw a frisbee and work on hand-eye coordination, or baseball, and actually get some exercise, right? So I don't really buy into that. And also claims that, oh, video games make you smarter, they make you smarter. The puzzle solving in most games aren't really that much to them. There's some exploration, but again, it's pretty limited. If you want to get smarter when it comes to solving problems, study, chemistry and mathematics. Become an engineer, that kind of thing, right? So I don't really buy into that. It's a fun waste of time. But it's a very fun waste of time. Sometimes I think too many of the video games try to be too serious. And that's not to say that some of them shouldn't. I mean, Last of Us, I haven't played it, but it's supposed to be very good and also very serious. But it'd be good if there were more games, kind of like the Saints Row, where it's just like, hey, we're just going to be a good time. That's all we're going to do. And to some extent, I guess, the Nintendo games, but they're a little too kiddish for me. I mean, like Sunset Overdrive, hasn't come out yet, but that looks like it'll be an example of a fun game that's not afraid to have some color. But a lot of them, it's the dark, gritty shooter. That's why I can never really get into like the Call of Duty. If you're gonna make a really serious game, it's got to be well written and executed well. Last of Us, Alan Wake, those kind of games. Not this stuff where it's, again, the Call of Duty where, oh, it's very serious and now we're in space fighting. No, just stop, Gears of War kind of did that too. Like it got kind of silly where they tried to be real serious when... And, they should just be, hey, we're an action game with monsters, and enough of a serious story to just to keep the plot going, but it's really just about shooting big monsters that are trying to eat you, Anyway, so video games should be fun, and that's all I got. Thanks. Bye. Here's a video on AMD versus Intel CPU history and opinion.